Hello, we are live.
Oh shit.
Yep, and it's a Freaky Friday.
I don't feel live. I feel dead.
You look it too.
I thought you were gonna put a link up.
A link up.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna put the link up here so people could
I
join us.
will. Just give me a minute. I can only move so fast. You expect too much too
No, I
quickly.
expect you to do your job.
I expect you to kiss my ass.
Ha! Whatever.
All right, there. And now it's pinned. There's a pinned comment. I'm gonna share while you figure out and stop
Well,
getting.
I figure out what? What am I supposed
I
to
don't
figure
know.
out?
Anything but dead air.
Well, I don't know this here. I can't show it. I can't share anything because you have to do it on your end. No, that DNR social media post that you posted and everything. It says DNR social media post about alleged Sasquatch sighting in Wisconsin is false. The Department of Natural Resources has an announcement for Wisconsin residents. Bigfoot isn't real, and the DNR service bulletin that titled Sasquatch Alert isn't either. A bulletin has been floating around on social media with the DNR and U.S. Forest Service logos on it, stating that there have been recent Sasquatch sightings around the Kettle Moraine State Forest. The post warns campers to keep a close lookout for any sightings. If contact is made with a Sasquatch, try to stay calm and do not run.
So
The post
somebody, so so
reads,
so so somebody made that. You can share that now.
hang on. The post reads, if possible, try to take a photograph and note the time and area of the sighting. In a Facebook post, the DNR said to stop the spread of the false information by using trusted sources to get facts. They said they've received a lot of messages about the post from concerned citizens. All official DNR alerts can be found on their website. And here, I will share it. There's no sound to it, so there you go.
Yeah, but that thing looked so real. See it? See how it looked?
Yeah,
It even had that logos and
I
everything.
know. It has the DNR and the Forest Service logos on it. I know it looks so real, but there's the article.
I know, I get it. I believe you, but
See?
it's just funny because why wouldn't they come out with something actually claiming that it exists or something with, some of these other federal agencies coming out and saying UFOs exist and coming out with their files,
I don't know.
or the Air Force and, declaring, yeah, okay, our pilots have seen UFOs,
Yeah.
and here are the documents,
Oh, let's see.
unretracted documents or whatever.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that out there? I don't know. I've seen it a few times, read the articles myself, and they're basically admitting that the stuff exists. I mean, still can't
Yeah, I
prove
know
what
they
it
are.
is. They're not admitting that it's alien. They're just admitting that it's unidentified. Bigfoot can't be
God damn
explained.
it.
I mean, I still believe that, I don't care how many people out there will say that the Patterson footage is a hoax. I don't believe that and buy that.
No, I don't believe it either. To
You
me,
know,
The Patterson footage is one of the better of the mess.
but if you want to take some of them
What the hell? Why is it not showing it?
reasons into consideration, well, there's all kinds of theories why
Huh?
there's no DNA,
That
no
won't let me.
fur found, no any types of remains found or anything out there. There's all kinds of theories about that. One of the most popular is like, you know, they're like one alien species that is sitting here and that's their way of watching us and keeping an eye on us, you know.
Yeah.
Others is like some people also say that they go through interdimensional portals, you know.
Yeah.
And then let's see, you got those theories, and then along with that, sometimes and a lot of times, if you um, do some overlays, there's a good chance that there's UFO sightings right around the same areas and the same times that there's Bigfoot sightings.
Mm-hmm. I know
Coincidence?
this.
Well, not everybody knows this,
I don't know. Is it coincidence?
because then there's the other
Is it
theory that,
coinkydink, Joe?
there's the other theory that Bigfoot is some, you know, supposedly extinct,
Here,
or
I got something
relative
for you.
extinct from that with big giant ape,
Uh,
or
are you gonna make me fucking?
or a descendant from the humans,
Yeah.
or
You gonna make me try to remember that fucking ape's name, aren't you?
giant calypus or something. I don't know. I,
Gigantopithecus.
there you go. That's the ticket.
All
Yeah,
right,
we've seen
ready?
this footage before.
Did we?
Yes, we have. But go ahead, show it anyways.
Yeah. This I found on YouTube. Not sure who the post. It says Matt McHugh is the poster. Don't know if he's the original person that owned it. Um, and I'm thinking it was taken with a telescope set up with a cell phone camera. But he focuses in on this one side. You hear all the background noise of the cars and everything. You see the
The
crater up
clouds.
here?
Yeah, and I can see the clouds moving.
And here they come right there. And that's the first part of it. So it's not blown up or anything. But you seen there was three ships.
Yeah,
There was
yeah, yeah. I
three.
saw it or something. Yeah.
Now they got it a little closer. You can see them come up over the horizon. There's one, two, and the third one down here. And those look like those Tic Tac chips, right?
Yeah, and they're casting shadows.
Yes, they're casting shadows. Well, that particular crater, um, seen a someone commented about it right here. Um, the crater is called Endymion, and is 78 miles in diameter. That would make those objects about 10 miles long.
Give or take.
Yeah. The Starship USS Enterprise is about a half a mile long, and an Imperial Star Destroyer is a mile long. Yeah. Now, wouldn't that be freaking insane?
Well, I wasn't so sure about some of those things. I used to. screw with you about the picture you got out there about that object in the sky in Marshall, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, and you've seen my view out my back porch where I
Uh huh.
let Joy out.
Uh huh.
Especially at night, you've seen that view. We were out there one night and didn't see shit really. Knew exactly where the radio tower was, and there I saw it, but it wasn't moving. It was just sitting right there. I know what planes look like. Spent many years living right next to the big airport in Wisconsin. You know, so yeah, and it wasn't those. But yeah, I mean, there's something out there, and you know, because we're not a threat yet, thank God, they're
We're
leaving
not a
us
threat
alone.
to them. We're a
Right,
threat to ourselves.
right. But they're not gonna. They're just gonna. They're just a bunch of watchers.
Yeah, they're pretty much watching us to see what we're gonna do. See the stupidity that we are.
You can't. Duct tape can't even fix the kind of stupidity that's going on, and that's pretty sad because that duct tape can fix just about anything.
Yeah. But you know what? Duct tape may not be able to fix it, but it's sure the hell would be fun to try.
Yeah, it might shut a lot of it up, but you know that DNR post. It's like that story that I was showing you earlier um, about Freddy Krueger
Yeah.
from Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, and being as how Halloween's coming up, that was a good story. I mean, I don't know how many cemeteries you can go to. I know we've been to a few. Okay, we've actually looked at some of the headstones, and I'm pretty sure it was Whitewater when we were doing the Witches of Whitewater thing. I'm pretty sure we came across one that said Freddy Krueger on it because I'm pretty sure I made a reference to the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Could be.
But that would be cool. I mean, whoever thought of that, that was fucking genius. You know, I mean, just for Halloween purposes alone, that was genius. And I'll sit here and I'm going to try to find the article. I think I can find it quick.
No, that you had it up earlier. I don't
I
know
know,
why.
I'm going to try to find it again. I think I saved it right here. So it should be right here. I just had to go right here. Yeah.
I'm watching something right now. This is kind of interesting.
They did the they did this thing and it says a lesson in history. It says,
Yeah.
"Did you know that the horror film character Freddy Krueger was based on a real life serial killer who lived in Rockville, Wisconsin?" And that's just it right there. Is there such a place as Rockville, Wisconsin?
Don't know.
I never did look that up. I ended up getting to the end of that story to find out that it wasn't real, but they sure did make this sound real, whoever it was. I'm not going to read the whole story, but I did share it out there. So you'll be able to find it on our Facebook page. It's out there. It's pretty interesting, but it's totally false. Somebody made it up. I don't think Freddy Krueger was based on anybody.
Oh, don't know.
Get out of
This is an interesting video, but whoever took it, it says super clear footage of UFO in Quebec caught on camera. The problem is, super clear my ass. It's jumpy all over the fucking place. They can't even stay stable on it at one point, and they keep zooming in and then losing it.
That's for the gloves.
Oh wow. So Anyway, now what are you doing?
Get her out of here, or she'll start barking.
Roof! There, I barked for you. Uh, just recently there was supposedly a sighting of a UFO over Jersey, but that didn't happen. That was actually the Goodyear blimp.
That was actually the Goodyear blimp,
Yep.
and they couldn't tell the difference.
Nope. That was the people that claimed they seen a UFO.
They must have been on some pretty good drugs, man, to confuse the Goodyear blimp for a UFO.
I don't know. I think they were looking at it at a distance, and then with its light thing on it and everything, and I don't know. People don't quite get it. I myself personally, I believe that we actually have a fleet or flotilla or however you want to say it of ships that are interstellar traveling to where we can actually go from solar system to solar system. So
Yeah, I tried. I couldn't find those. I couldn't find what we were talking about. I tried. I'm still not sure about that yet, Tom.
hi Tom.
I mean, he's got this
Well,
guest.
you can join us if you want, dude. Joe put the thing up
Yeah,
there.
I put a link out there,
It's
Tom. You
like
can join us.
you
We're
can
not
join us if you
got
want.
no
It's
particular
a no
topic.
guest night, and we're kind of blanked out right now. So just kind of talking about cryptids, UFOs, and whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, it had something to do with Bigfoot and the Kettle Moraine Forest area around the Eagle, Palmyra, you know,
Eagle,
and Bray
Palmyra, and
Road,
all that
yeah,
shit
and Bray Road area.
over by where
Yeah,
Lisa's mom lives.
yeah, yeah.
Yep, she's not very
So,
far from where you were talking about there on 59. She's less than 10 minutes away
well,
from
when
that
I looked
area.
at that map, that's that highway goes straight through the forest, and it's
Yes,
on both
Highway
sides.
59. Highway 59 goes through the Kettle Moraine. Also, Highway C goes through the Kettle Moraine. And there's a lot of different area out there, a lot of different roads that go through the Kettle Moraine.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Lisa's mom lives like 10 freaking minutes away from that area over there.
Yeah,
So,
that's here. I'm gonna paste the link just in case.
yeah, oh, anyway,
They Anyway, he's got some kind of guest from over in that area or something,
someone he's
and
trying to line us up with to talk to.
and I can't remember the whole thing, but I'm real. I don't know, nervous about the idea. Um, anyway, I was making fun of the idea, and I don't know. Maybe it was because I was watching that movie at the time, and that one guy was making fun of Joe Dirt that was interviewing him on the radio station.
Joe Dirt, that's you.
Yeah, who was that? Who was that actor that was the radio station host, the DJ? How you doing, Joe?
Hey, Joe. Yeah, we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants tonight. We just don't really have much on our plate to talk about. We didn't.
So anyway, I thought it'd be like one of those type of things where I would be feeling like that guy and just wanting to make some pretty rude comments, I guess.
Yeah, you're good at making rude comments.
Yeah, well, I can get away with it to you, but I don't want to do that to a guest. It's kind of disrespectful.
Oh, it is very disrespectful. That's why you gotta learn to rein yourself in.
But I couldn't think of that guy's name. That was the interviewer,
The
the
I
DJ. I even make me look
so
it up.
I don't know. I just we've heard the stories about stuff about sightings out by the Kettle Moraine out there about that. Um,
Dennis Miller.
Dennis
It was
Miller.
Dennis Miller.
Ah, and I mean, if you wanted to, we could always make a little trip out there. It's not that far.
Well, yeah, that's one of those ones that we got to do. I mean, we were supposed to go back to Bray Road tomorrow.
Yeah, that kind of got put on
Unfortunately,
hiatus for a little bit.
that's getting put on yeah, on the back burner for a little bit, um, mostly due to the COVID thing.
Well, that's because Illinois
Got some kind of travel
they
ban
got a
in
travel
place.
ban for specific states, and if the state is on that travel ban and you live in Illinois, you wind up going into that state. When you come back, you got to quarantine for 14
For,
days.
right, 2 weeks.
Yep.
So
And supposedly we got added to their shit list.
yeah, yeah, this week.
Yeah, because people can't refrain from gathering
And
and they can't social distance. They don't know how to social
right,
distance and wear the fucking masks.
and we were supposed to go there with and meet up with Dale Kazmarek.
Yep, we were supposed to meet up with Dale Kazmarek, and he was gonna do. We were gonna do a joint investigation out there
Yep,
and do
that
it.
was
Do
going to
it.
be fun.
We were gonna do it in the evening, and then run until like late morning. I think it was around three something like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting stuff from that farm on Bray Road area, in the Bray Road area, and just what we saw alone from the evidence that Lee had, it was amazing. It warrants us going back there
Oh
at night to
hell
do what we're
yeah!
gonna do, and hopefully we can
The
catch some of
evidence
our
that
own evidence.
the evidence that we seen that he's got, and the pictures and the stories is just freaking awesome. I mean, we haven't even got editing our
Yeah, there's too
video
much, and I
from there.
wanted to wait till
There's
we go to the second
lots
time and
and
go back
lots
at
and
night.
lots of video from it. And
We were there for 8 hours,
yeah,
easy,
yeah. So I
and
do have some
and
pictures and stuff that I got from him, but I want to get a few more. He's got some of this mist that showed up, and it was on the camera most of the day. I want to get that, and then the couple of pictures of the deer carcasses that he took pictures of, especially that one with that piece sticking out that he thought was the front leg or a hind leg.
it was very interesting. I mean, I didn't expect when we got there. I didn't expect to see the stuff we saw.
Exactly. Yeah. It was. Well,
I mean, that's the best
yeah.
way to explain it without giving too much away.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was a very interesting
It was
visit.
more than I expected.
It was way more than I expected. I was thinking Beast of Bray Road, and that's what we got here, and he was gonna give us. ideas and stories and pictures of that, and it turned out to be a huge mess of
Treasure
other
trove
than that.
of
Yeah,
evidence.
it was a treasure trove of evidence. Yes, it was.
And a lot of it can't be explained away.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, considering what's around there, and considering that this is Wisconsin, and we pretty much know what's native here. That none of this can be any of that.
yeah. Well, I know that Kayla's upset that we're not going because she was looking forward to it big time.
I get it, but you know,
Now, hey, hey, it's not us. It's not. We're not the ones that's making this decision. You got Lee who owns the property, who lives in Illinois, and you've got Dale who was going to do a joint
yeah,
um,
and I was looking
setup
forward
with
to
us, and
that
I
part
was
of it
very looking
because
forward. I was
I
looking
want to
forward to having
I want
Dale
to be able
there,
to see some of his equipment and learn from him. I mean, to learn from a
but
guy that's been doing this for like 40 plus years, that
right,
would
but
just be a
but
privilege right
my
in and of
understanding of
itself.
all this, my understanding of this from Lee is it's pretty much an open invitation.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when things start getting better and starting calming down, we can actually go out there and do that. Definitely want to do a crossover with Dale because I'd love to see the
Well,
equipment he uses and he's been doing this for a hell of a lot longer than we have, so we can learn some stuff from him.
people, you got stories to tell. Hey, send them our way. Our
Yeah,
email address is on our website, and I'll put that back up so it's
and
scrolling
not
here.
just stories. If you got people that want to join us and as the interviewer, we're the interviewers and they can be the interviewee,
Yeah, be our
and
guest.
yeah,
Come
be
be
our
our
guests.
guest.
Come be our guests. Just
Send us an email.
pop us an
Everything
email.
you
Let us know
everything you
about you,
need
and
is on our contact page.
we'll talk to you.
But here we got this. We got this thing coming up. Hopefully, we can't say too much yet until it's more
Can't say
set
too
in
much yet
stone.
until it's really set in stone. Good,
But we
kind of
gotta because
got to chisel everything in.
Halloween's kind of special this year because it falls on a
We've got
Saturday
a very interesting Halloween
and
this
and
year.
there's a full moon.
Yep.
Okay.
Not only that, there's
Not
three
only that,
things.
there's
There's
something
three
else.
things about Halloween.
Okay. What's the other
One,
thing?
Halloween
What?
2020 falls on a Saturday.
Right.
Two, Halloween 2020 is going to have a full moon.
I already said that. I said both those
Three,
things already.
just listen. Three, Halloween 2020 is supposed to be the day you set your clocks back.
Really?
Yep. So
Wow.
people are actually saying Halloween with its three things. Halloween's because of this stupid fucking virus is gonna be our factory reset day.
Oh, really? 3 more days till Halloween.
So we're gonna factory reset ourselves on Halloween. Maybe get a handle on a few things.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what happens.
It'd
But
be nice.
anyway, we got something special in the works. Is all I'm going to say about that, and it's going to happen on Halloween.
It's gonna be a big crossover. Is what it's gonna be.
I didn't want to go that far. I was just saying something big,
Oh well,
something special.
I didn't say who it was gonna be a crossover with.
So
All I said is it's gonna be a big
it's
crossover.
still in the works.
Yeah, it's still in the works. We want to make sure it's set totally in stone. We've had too many things get pulled out from under us this year because of this damn virus.
Yeah, and I think we need to go. And now that it's kind of cooler, okay, at night like this,
Yeah.
I think we need to go back to Weary Road and do a better job because
I
we've got
want
better equipment.
if we do I want to do it on like in like next weekend or the weekend after, because it'll be a lot cooler in the evening and you won't have the mosquitoes at that point. See, for me, I can handle the cold. You got to bundle up like a
No, I don't
damn.
have to bundle up. Fuck you.
We got we got to
What do you
wrap you.
know?
We got to wrap you in thermal blankets. One of those powered ones, you plug into the car chargers to or warms up and keeps you warm. And we gotta get a big old long cable and shit so we can plug it
Well,
into the
all I'm
car
saying
and
is we need to get back out
keep you
there
from
again.
freezing.
Help fight me.
We'll get you some hand warmers
You
and
know,
sock
you
warmers.
know, you can go take a long walk off a very short pier somewheres.
I don't know. There's not very many piers
But
around.
anyway, with some of the equipment we've got now compared
Yeah,
to
we
what we
got we got
had
a little bit better
last
setup.
year, okay, we need to go back to some of those places we were at last year. But
Yeah,
there's also
we
some
do.
other things I do want to get. Like, hopefully, something will happen and help us out. We'll get some equipment there, some better equipment before we go to some of these locations so we don't have to go back again. But it is interesting because you never know what we could find. I mean, you know, we haven't been able to prove much except debunk a few things. You know,
Yeah,
some stuff's still unexplained. The growling out at what was that, Eagle Road Cemetery.
yeah. The Eagle Road Cemetery out there. That was kind of weird.
Both trips were
Well, see,
weird.
you heard growling. I heard a grunt. But the thing is, it showed up on both mine and yours, on both of our videos, and they were taken around the same time. But you were at one end of the cemetery, and I was
Right.
at the other end of the cemetery when we got it. And that was just strange that it would show up on both videos, and it would the timestamps. See, your timestamp should be about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes further along than mine is. So, but the whole thing is, it happened right around the same time,
Yeah.
which was really weird.
And then you got that flyover that happened. That was just
That
like,
was the first time.
because at 11, 12 o'clock at night there shouldn't have been a flyover like that.
No, there shouldn't have been a plane that big, and it was a jet because you can hear it. But there shouldn't have been one that big flying that low. That was the weird part because the only airport near that spot was Juneau Airport, and
Which was a pretty
and
small
it's
airport.
it's a private airport, and it's not even, you can barely land a freaking Cessna there.
So,
And it's not big enough for a freaking jet, not even a Gulfstream. And that, if
but
I if I remember correctly, that jet was a little bit bigger than a Gulfstream.
I mean, our first trip to Weary Road wasn't that great to begin with. We get there. There was like two other teams of investigators there with their cars. We talked to the one team, um, and the mosquitoes were just unbearable that
Yeah,
night. So we didn't get to stay long to really do
yeah. The
anything.
the freaking mosquitoes, just as soon as you step out of the car, they were trying to carry you off the bridge.
I think that's probably the most dangerous part of that little area. But it was kind of strange how that particular bridge and that particular piece of that road was just covered in graffiti.
No, it's not strange at all because when you start having a legend and people
Yeah,
start learning about it, they're gonna go out there and they're gonna graffiti it. The people don't have any respect for stuff like that anymore. And and it's been that way. It hasn't just started like that. It's been that way forever.
but now how many of those do you think? Now here, this brings up the topic I was trying to talk about earlier, and I couldn't figure out how to spell the damn word. But it's been called all kinds of things. A topa, where if
Tulpa.
it get
T
whatever,
U L P A. Tulpa.
bite me. Anyway, you take an idea or a story and it keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on to the point where it gets the popularity to where it's real, supposedly,
Okay,
right?
what you're talking about is what Allison was talking to us about in our interview with her, and it's basically a creature. The tulpa is basically a creature that is willed into existence.
Right, right. Now, what's to say some of these legends here in Wisconsin aren't those?
Have or something like a tulpa that has been willed into existence
Right,
because there's enough people that are
that
believing in
believe.
it.
Right.
It's a possibility. Who knows?
I mean, that puts a whole new twist and a whole new theory on everything that we do and look into,
You know,
especially when it
maybe
comes to some of the cryptids and, like Mary
maybe
Dean.
that maybe that
The legends there,
experience
though.
maybe that experience I had in California when I was younger. Um, I got into an argument with my girlfriend at the time. She was living with me, and I got into just I got to that point that irritation point where I had to literally walk away and put myself in a position where she was nowhere around, because otherwise I was just I feared that I would actually lose it and just turn around and deck her. So I went outside and I sat on the front porch. And while I was sitting there stewing and being pissed off, I noticed to my right something strange and movement. And I turned and I looked and I watched a shadow literally come up off the ground like a humanoid standing upright. But this thing was not just a standard person type shadow. This thing was like probably 8 9 feet tall,
Yeah,
and it blotted. I knew it was a shadow of something because it blotted out the tree that was sitting there. It was just
yeah.
really strange, and I didn't run. I didn't do anything. I just stood up, looked at it, and went, "Okay." Turned around, opened the door, went back in, closed the door, locked it, and went over and sat in the chair.
Well, I just came up with the
And
perfect.
and that's how it was.
We have the perfect example right here in Wisconsin of something that was willed into existence because people actually believe that they've seen this creature. Any guesses?
It's sitting right there in that chair and it's talking to us.
No,
What?
you don't have a clue.
Oh, up in the northern tier, the thing that they said is fake.
Whoops.
Wrong one.
It's
Yeah, the
a
hodag.
yeah. But do you believe? I mean, I know it's a hoax. We all know it's a hoax. They've said it's a
Mm-hmm.
hoax. All right. But people have actually believed they've seen this thing.
It could be. That could be a tulpa.
Yeah. That would be the perfect example of one. Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, it was proven a hoax. I mean, they did it. They did it to boost the tourism in Rylander. That's why it was created to begin with. You know, and it's been around for a very long time. But the guy that created the story and created the actual original figure from way back when came out and said that it was all a hoax to boost tourism. And it worked. And it still works to this day
Hey, you know,
with
if
people
it
knowing that it's
works,
a
if it works,
hoax.
have fun with it.
You know, Even knowing that it's a hoax, it still works to this day. They still use it, they still take advantage of it, and people actually
Like I
believe they've
said,
seen it.
if it works, have fun with it.
But I was reading some of the stories on it because I was, just running across different things, like for the areas that we could go to, especially last year. And I remember running across this, and I just couldn't believe how many people actually believe they saw one, you know. But it's better than that one little town that I went to that claimed to be the U.S. UFO capital of Wisconsin. That was a that was a joke.
Yeah.
I got a puppy out there getting upset.
I can hear her.
Can you? Yeah. That's because
Oh
Janice is
wow.
here with the grandkids. She's locked out of her apartment. How that happens, I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
that's
this is
just
kind of cool.
what's kind of cool. You find something interesting now that we can talk about? Come on, come on, come on. Come on. What's kind of cool?
All right, here I'll bring it up.
Bring it up. Hurry up. You're slow.
I'm always slow. I'm an old man. What do you expect? In case there's audio. There. You got it up. This is I
It's
found this.
Wisconsin.
This is your ice age trail that goes through Wisconsin. How it goes through right here.
Yeah.
But this is for that Bigfoot. I was looking into the Bigfoot thing. There's part of it goes through Cross Plains, the St. Croix Falls. That's up there on the upper end, going towards Minnesota. And there's the city of West Bend, village of Heartland, Delafield.
Those places aren't too far away.
No, they're
Some of them.
not. And there's Slinger and
Swinger?
Cornell. Yep, Swingers Club, and Verona. Part of it goes through Verona.
Yeah, I know that.
And Lodi.
Verona was a pretty interesting town at one time. So was Manitowoc. I've been there
Manitowoc's up
too.
there. That's kind of where it starts.
I've been there to Manitowoc
And
before.
Whitewater. It goes through Whitewater. And Janesville, part of that. Wow. And Milton.
Now
Going
you're
back
back to the
over here.
beginning.
Yeah. But this is all this over in this area here, where these stars are here. I think is part of the Eagle and
Palmyra.
Palmyra and all that in there,
Yeah.
or it's
And
up in
then you got the
here.
Kettle Moraine
Could be up
Forest
here.
South.
So yeah,
There's two sections. There's actually three sections to the Kettle Moraine Forest when I was looking at a map. So, but that south area is right there, right there. The tip of it before it ends is right there before 59 goes right through there.
yeah,
I could see all kinds of sightings through there, along that highway. A lot of deer, I bet, get hit. A lot of roadkill.
yeah,
You know,
probably so.
they say that the there's another like beast of prey road type thing that's been seen around that area. Well, yeah, okay, I know what that is for sure. Then, you know, I'd
Yeah,
almost bet on it.
And what?
Misidentification.
Misidentification? I don't know.
I bet there's a hybrid or two out there.
It's possible,
I bet there's a
but
hybrid
you
or
would
two out
think,
there.
I would think that if
And I wish I would have saved that
farmers
picture.
would be shooting that shit.
I just wish I could have saved that picture because if I would have saved that picture and kept it saved, you'd remember that hybrid that was like part husky, part wolf,
I
part
seen it,
German
and
Shepherd.
I
That
do
motherfucker
remember
was
it.
huge. All right, you see
Yeah.
something like that at night eating roadkill? Yeah, that's a beast. Most definitely a beast. You know. And then if you're like down a road like Bray Road or something like that, where there's no street lights and it's dark as hell, and the best light you got is your headlights and the light from any type of moon, if it's a clear sky, yeah, your mind's gonna play tricks with you. That's gonna be a
Well,
beast.
that's the thing. A lot of people have imaginative minds,
Yeah, I know.
and some people don't. There are a lot of people that don't have imaginative minds, and the ones that have the imaginative minds are usually the ones that are open minded and will actually, um, you know,
But then now
will
here's my
actually pay attention and stuff like that.
now what's to say that some of what's not been seen, like let's go back to Bright Road again, like the one picture we have. What's to say that that's not a Wendigo?
Mm, yeah,
You know.
shapeshifter, Wendigo.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the picture I'm talking about, don't you? The one with the figure that's in the cornfield that just doesn't look quite right.
The arch one.
The one that looks like it's walking.
The arch one.
Yeah,
Whenever I put the pictures side by side and I flip back and forth with them.
yeah, it looks like they're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, those make you think that kind of thing, and with a lot of these areas, and you'll agree with me on this one. This land was belonged to the Native Americans first,
Yes, it did.
from East Coast to West Coast, so on and so forth, right? So
Yep.
it's extremely rich with Native American history, no matter where you go, pretty much. Okay, now if we all agree on that, and you look back into the Native American history, you've got Wendigos, you've got shifters, you've got skinwalkers, you've got the Dog Man, and they're mostly there to protect whatever it
Okay.
is that they were meant to protect in some cases.
I'm back.
So if you get too close or start invading this area or this sacred land too in the wrong way, they're going to appear maybe, you know. Because most
Yeah.
of these things, if you look back in some of this Native American history, most of these things are there to protect, and usually protect the lands or something about the lands, like the mounds, all the different you got burial mounds, you've got effigy mounds, and they're all over the place.
Well, yeah.
You know, and if you think about it, it all makes sense why a lot of this stuff is showing up there.
Yeah, kind of. Uh,
Oh
well,
no, they weren't.
you
They
mentioned
weren't all.
Dogman.
They weren't all innocent. I didn't say they were, but they had it first. So when you look at some of these cryptids like that, they come from a lot of it comes from their legends and their lore and their stories, and because they were here first. But then again, they believe in a lot of that stuff, and again, you believe something strongly enough, and enough people believe it, it can come to be, supposedly.
Now, someone that is on my route was talking about the dog man in Michigan. He said that on YouTube there's video from 1970s or something like that. Some snowmobilers that supposedly ran across the dog man and took video of it.
But how would they get video in 1970 something
They they
on
had cameras
snowmobiles?
back there. I don't know.
Yeah, but the video cameras back then
Well,
were like you're
maybe he
carrying
was
around
wrong.
a great
Maybe
big.
he was wrong
I'm
about
just saying. The,
the date, but he
I'm
said
just
there
trying to
was.
tell you how it is. The cameras back then, if you wanted the video camera back then, you had this great big huge VCR. Okay, that
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and usually in a package thing that was strapped on one shoulder, and then this big ass huge camera, Hollywood looking type camera that you'd have to carry around.
Yeah.
I've heard that we can create it. Create what? What can we create? We can create anything. We're a bunch of geniuses here.
Whatever.
I told you we could create some pretty cool videos, but we don't want to be like that. You know. But, you know, anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of. Well, this video that I found is not really a video. It's like a picture. It's still. And I can tell you right now, that's not a dog man. And I can tell you exactly what it is.
Oh, yeah? Let's see. What is it? Let me see
Here,
it. Let me
I'll
see it. Come
pause
on,
it.
come on,
I'll
come on,
pause
come
it.
on.
I'll
Hurry up,
pause
hurry
it.
up.
Da, 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 da. You're a dork.
Oh, fuck off.
Alright.
I'm going to see how many times I can say fuck in 5 minutes.
Shit. I shared the wrong
Yeah, you shared the wrong.
fucking page.
We don't want to share porno.
Just
We'll end up in Facebook
no.
jail,
Yeah. I
and it'll
don't
be
want to
your
share my
fault.
porn. I don't want to share my porn. Go away.
Fuck
Okay, there.
awful.
That. Do you got it up? You got it up? Yep, yep. Okay. You want me to try and enlarge it?
Go ahead. See if you can enlarge it.
Oh, come on, you fucking.
You suck at trying to do things.
There.
That's a
That
bear.
is a bear.
Once you enlarged it, I could tell.
Yeah,
That's a bear.
it's a bear. It's a bear standing on its hind legs. I've actually seen video of bears walking like a person,
Yeah, but you can tell by the. You could
but
tell just by the
I can tell by
nose,
the
and you can
head.
see
I can tell by the
ears.
head. That's like a that's a damn
That's a
bear.
bear.
That's a bear. It's a black bear.
Probably. Yeah, I was just gonna say probably a black bear, because Michigan has black bears just like we do.
Yes, they do.
So
But no, that's a
and
bear. I know.
and I've been to the McKenzie Center, and I've seen them kind of do that too. At the McKenzie Center, I've been there like the year after the day they brought in a couple of bear cubs, black bear cubs that got
Mhm.
they ended up motherless or something. They were anyway. They brought them in there, and they let them into their new environment. And I came back about a year later, and I saw one of them, yeah, kind of walking around on its hind legs. So
So yeah, and kind of trying to find that one video he was telling me about. He said it's on here. It's really kind of crazy.
Oh, that's what you want to do, huh? Create something like Freddy and think of it into existence. That wouldn't take much.
Sure.
They did that with what was it? The internet did that with what was it that I
Slender
said?
Man.
Slender Man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Slender Man's an
Well,
internet sensation.
I mean, I can't believe some people think that that one movie. I just some of these things I just blow my mind. Like, how the hell did that movie win that contest by being so fucking shaky?
Which one? Blair Witch Project?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just don't get it. I really don't.
Don't
I
know
mean,
what to
hell,
tell you.
if they would have given you and I a camera, we could have done a better job.
Well, the thing is, Joe, the reason it was so shaky is because they had to make it seem real.
Yeah, well, I didn't like it. You know, Hollywood can do a better job. They can make it real without being so
Yeah, but these
shaky.
guys weren't Hollywood, man. They were doing this on their own.
Yeah, but there was a way to make it. They could have done it and made it less shaky. I'm just saying it was pretty, you know. I mean, those judges must have been smoking something or something. I mean, I don't speak very highly of Blockbuster in the first place because that company just destroyed a lot of good companies and put
Yeah.
a lot of them out of business when they showed up out of nowhere. Boom, we're going to put a Blockbuster right there, 3 blocks away from that video store. Boom, we're going to buy this video store out and they're not going to exist anymore. You know, and that chain that one chain that they bought out, man, they were starting to expand to places like Milwaukee and you know all over the place. They should have been they were the better video store anyways. Go into a Blockbuster video, ask what a good movie is from one of the guys behind the counter, and they'll be going, duh, uh, uh, um,
Why are you
um,
getting off on that?
I don't know, because I felt like it.
I think I found the one that he was talking about.
And what was this? What was what? Who was what talking
Um,
about?
the guy that's at one of my deliveries, and it's not a video camera, or it's like the Patterson film,
Oh, it's another Bigfoot footage like the Patterson film.
not Bigfoot, Dogman.
Oh, or the Beast of Bray Road. They're pretty much the same thing,
Yeah, this is the Michigan
just
Dogman.
in two different areas. Yeah.
And this is the kids. There's kids out there on snowmobiles horsing around and damn near burying them.
Um, Linda Godfrey wrote the book on them, the Michigan Dog Man and
Yeah.
Beast of Bray Road. She wrote, yeah, I think, yeah, a book on both of them. I still want to go investigate that park where the panther's supposedly been seen a lot. Either way, it looks like a cool place just to take some film and just film a really cool place in Wisconsin. But that's one of those ones where we got to get that those park permits ahead of time, not later in the year.
Yeah, I know. Probably get our we could probably get park permits for the next year.
Yeah, in January. That way, when we're ready to go in March, we can start heading out.
Yeah.
If it gets, depending on Mother Nature again. Always depending on Mother Nature. But I want to see this footage. If you say it's as good as the Patterson
Well,
footage,
I'm
which
going through it right now to kind of.
those
That's what
people
I'm
that try to
talking.
debunk that Patterson footage, I kind of
I
like
said
to
it's
laugh
kind
at
of
them.
like the Patterson
I get
footage.
it.
I'm not saying it is like it, but yeah, this one's.
Well, the Patterson footage, it was taken in 1970 something or
But I
67
don't
or
see
something.
anything so far that makes it
And
even look
actually, that
like the
picture
Dog Man.
behind you is from the Patterson footage.
Yeah, I know the Bigfoot I got up here,
Yeah, that picture behind you is from the Patterson footage.
but yeah, I don't see.
And I don't remember who it was that we were talking about that, and we brought that up, and it's like Hollywood. I mean, the Planet of the Apes back then. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
you could
there's
tell
no
that
way.
how
There's
fake
no
they could.
way.
I mean, they couldn't even make their apes look real back then at
Yeah, and
all,
this is Hollywood now, and
and
then
that
this
was
and
Hollywood.
Patterson.
And there's no
Patterson
way,
was his own.
right? There was no way. I mean, I know we all know what he was trying to do, but that I believe is real.
All right, I got to the point. I
I
don't know
don't
why
believe
they had
that's a
so
person
much.
in a costume or a hoax.
I don't know why they had so much else with it, but
Did you finally
finally,
find it?
yeah, I got to the point in the video where it actually shows it.
They got to lead you up
Should
to
be
the
that one.
suspense.
Yeah, it shows a couple of kids horsing around on at the
Does it
beginning
say
of it.
where in Michigan,
Uh,
or just says Michigan Dog Man?
it just says Michigan Dogman full video.
All right, all right. I was just curious to see if they had a full location of where it was.
And here I'm gonna go full enlarge. So you're gonna have just a little bit of video. There it is, right there.
Oh, I think I've seen this before.
That actually, to me, looks like a person in a costume.
That's that's like my first thought,
But it went through a lot of other shit before it got to
especially the
that,
way
and
it
that was
kind
just
of
kind of
especially the way it kind of like moved to the side, like one
yeah,
way, and
yeah,
then went back. That's kind of like a person in a costume would. All right, we're gonna
yeah,
do this just to you know make you think it's real or something. And the way it moved, I don't know. I think it was a person in a costume. It's almost like, and then if you were standing, not with your knees, but if you were like kind of hunched over so your arms could touch the ground, but your
yeah,
feet were still on the ground as well. That's about how you'd look if you put a costume like that on. You'd be in that kind of shape, you know. So yeah, I think that was a definite person in a costume.
Hi, Molly. I just seen you joined here.
That's one of those ones that I think I've seen that before, and I think I've even seen that one on
Well,
TV,
yeah,
and I just don't buy it.
that's one that doesn't. Yeah,
It doesn't sit well with me,
I don't buy that one either. So,
But I've seen this, and I've seen that footage, and people try
but
to
that was the
prove
one
it
that was the
wrong.
one he was talking about, and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out when I can.
Yeah,
But
some of these footages, yeah, I think people want to get that like 5 or 10 or 15 minutes of fame
30 seconds of fame.
or 30 seconds of fame, and they take these videos, and if you play them back or look at them close enough, you can figure a lot of them out.
Yeah,
You
you can
know,
tell what it is.
But yeah, and it's getting to the point where some of this stuff is getting really good out there too, because people have got so much time on their hands right now, you know.
Yeah.
So let's go out and film something and see if we can get this, or hey, see if you can do this, and you know, I'll put on my costume and we'll go out and we'll see if we can't get the Beast of Bray Road to show up on Bray Road. You know, I still have that werewolf costume from Halloween, like 10 years back.
More than more than the beast out there.
Yeah, yeah. That's what that whole thing. When you get into places like that, and you're just like, well, yeah, and you find out that it's more than just, yeah, that was one interesting location. That definitely warrants us going back. But like I said, I didn't want to go without Dale either, because I was looking forward to going with Dale as well.
Oh yeah, that was too. And getting to meet Dale in person and doing some investigation with him.
I mean, I'm sure Lee can cross the lines even during a ban, because it's business and it's probably essential to keep those horses alive coming across to pick up hay.
Well, yeah, if you're an essential, you can, and you don't get banned. You know, you won't get
Right,
or you
right.
won't get.
But you think about it, he comes across, picks up the hay, takes it back,
Hmm.
a little at a time to feed the horses, which makes sense. So,
Yeah. Anyway, dude, I'm being asked if we're getting close to being done because someone
we'll
made dinner
get done
for
when
me.
we get done.
Someone made dinner for me.
Aw, aren't you special?
I am
Not.
very special, and she wants me to come eat
Oh, what are you having?
pork chops.
You look like a pork chop. Anything good with a pork chop, or just a pork chop?
I don't know. I know it's pork
Well,
chops and it
see,
smells good, but I don't know what else she made with it.
you gotta find out the details.
No,
When I ask you that stuff, you gotta give me the details.
no,
Why not?
because
You're an asshole.
I know,
You were born one.
I know. Hey, at least I was born an asshole and not born through one.
So, anyway, just to mention again, we have, what was it, October 8th? I'll post the link when it gets closer. October 8th, there will be an awards show. Hopefully, we won. We'll
Yeah,
find
that would
out
be nice.
on
We'll
October
have to
8th.
see. That's a
And
Thursday, by the
that'll
way.
be thanks to the Wisconsin Podcast Association. You might want to check them out if you got a podcast and you're here in Wisconsin.
So,
Um,
do we have any guests or anything coming up on Wednesday?
nope, nothing that I know of. So if you want to be a guest and you got something good that you want to talk about, hit us up on our website. There's contact
And
information there.
what about next Friday?
Nope, but we do have something coming up for Halloween that's in the works. Like I said, hopefully, like you said, we can get out and do an investigation soon, even if it's someplace we've been before, until things settle down.
Yeah.
And then when things settle down, we've got hopefully, still got some good spots to go to.
Oh, we do. We got open invitations all over the fucking place. So
So, but anyway, the big one is, the big one's the Bray Road thing that was supposed to happen tomorrow is gonna be put off till next year. So by then, maybe we'll have some better cameras or better equipment. But like I said, we've got something big coming in Halloween for Halloween. Hopefully, when details get worked out, we can start announcing something towards the 1st of October, and there'll be a contest involved with that, from what I hear.
yep.
So just pay attention to our website and our Facebook page for all the updates. And when we do have guests, I will be posting them. And until next time, stay safe.
See ya.
Oh, where's that end button?
I don't know where that end